Grand Central Terminal in Midtown Manhattan, where one can come and take a glimpse into the past. It's the biggest train station in the world with 44 platforms and 67 train tracks. Annually, it brings nearly 22 million people to this very spot. Besides its many platforms, Grand Central Terminal also boasts over 40 retail spaces, restaurants, bars, and many food carts where you can just sit, have a drink, or pass by on your way to your destination. The biggest attraction of the main concourse in Grand Central Terminal is the celestial sky right on the ceiling. It's a replica of the constellations that was conceived in 1912. What most don't know, however, is that these constellations are actually painted on the ceiling backwards. Some people believe that this was an accident. However, the Vanderbilt family, who built and owned this station, maintained that it was built this way on purpose as to reflect God's viewing of the sky. Whatever the reasoning may be, it's the most beautiful and breathtaking part of Grand Central Terminal. So here's a little secret about Grand Central Terminal. Inside this glass information desk, in there, this little golden area is a secret door that takes you into a spiral staircase all the way down to a lower information desk. Bet you didn't know that, did you? The four-faced clock atop the information booth is an iconic symbol of Grand Central. Each of the four clock faces is made from opal, and both Sotheby's and Christie's has estimated the value to be between $10 million and $20 million. Just off the main concourse is Vanderbilt Hall. Formerly the main waiting room for the terminal, this space is now rented out and used for various events. Besides its various platforms and train tracks, Grand Central Terminal also has multiple food outlets, like the Grand Central Market here, where you can buy produce, meats, and a variety of baked goods. The Campbell Apartment is an elegantly restored cocktail lounge on 43rd Street and Vanderbilt Avenue. It was once the office of tycoon John W. Campbell in the 1920s. The name misleads many people into believing that it was once a residence. However, the word apartment is used in the British sense, which means a room set aside for personal use. While it was an office, John W. Campbell had a faux fireplace with his steel safe hidden behind it. Today, the safe has been brought out to the front for everyone to see as a reminder of his great wealth. The Campbell Apartment has established itself as a classy, upscale lounge that attracts commuters, New Yorkers, and tourists alike. It's one of the grander places to have a leisurely cocktail while visiting here in Manhattan. While you're here at Grand Central Terminal, make sure you check out the gallery annex of the New York City Transit Museum. You can pick up all sorts of souvenirs that relate to the New York City public transportation and look at artist renditions of New York City and public transportation. Don't forget to get your Grand Central Terminal coffee table book. It's no visit to Grand Central without one of these, right? So now we're going to the dining concourse, which is located on the lower level. Attached to it is the Oyster Bar and Restaurant, one of the most iconic parts of Grand Central Terminal. Follow me. The Grand Central Oyster Bar opened with the terminal in 1913. Its architecture features the Guastavino tiled ceilings, as you see here. It's noted for its robust, curved, self-supporting arches. The archway here in front of the Oyster Bar has a very famous quirk that earned it the name the Whispering Gallery. Come here, I'll show you. If you stand here in this very corner and whisper anything you want, no matter how softly you say it, your friend in the very far corner there can hear exactly what you're saying, word for word. How crazy is that? Grand Central Oyster Bar and Restaurant is one of the premier locations to have a culinary experience like none other. Its specialty is seafood, and it boasts the freshest seafood in Manhattan. So if you like oysters, and lobsters like you see here, then this is the place to see. The Oyster Bar is so popular that 2 other locations have popped up in Tokyo, of all places. One at the Shinagawa station and one right outside of Tokyo station. This very bar here can be seen as the backdrop as the actor intros on Saturday Night Live. How many places can say that? All that Grand Central Terminal has to offer, from the main concourse with its amazing views of the constellations, to the dining concourse, to its over 40 retail shops. We've been to the Campbell apartment and even here at the Oyster Bar. So I'm going to sit down and try some of these world famous oysters. And I really hope that one day you can come and visit Grand Central Terminal and see it for yourself. Bye! Amazing.